Princess and, long admired for her dedication and work ethic, has ascended to the throne, while Queen Camilla finds herself losing her royal status. This dramatic shift in power marks a significant moment in the history of the royal family and changes the dynamics within Buckingham Palace forever. Princess and taking the throne. While King Charles has often been the focus of attention as the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth II, his sister, Princess Anne, has quietly taken on a very important role within the royal family. Although she doesn't seek the limelight, her strong sense of duty and work ethic have earned her immense respect. Princess Anne is known for her straightforward approach, always focused on her responsibilities rather than the glitz and glamour that surround the monarchy. Throughout her life, Anne has shown a deep commitment to her royal duties, often taking on more engagements than any other member of the family. While others might enjoy the attention that comes with royal status, Anne stays out of the spotlight. She is known for being practical and dedicated, qualities that have shaped her unique position in the royal hierarchy. Despite the fact that more glamorous figures like Princess Diana or even her own mother, Queen Elizabeth II, tended to dominate the headlines, Anne's contributions are impossible to overlook. Her no-nonsense attitude has also helped her maintain a down-to-earth image, which resonates with people who admire her straightforwardness. In a surprising twist, King Charles III made a huge announcement that caught everyone off guard. People were left in shock when he named his sister, Princess Anne, the new queen, taking that title away from Camilla. What made him decide to make such a bold move? Are there real reasons behind this, or are people just imagining things? Let's dive in and see what's going on. The British monarchy has always had its fair share of drama, with lots of history and family rivalry making headlines. While King Charles, being the eldest son of Queen Elizabeth, has always been in the public eye, his sister, Princess Anne, tends to stay out of it. She's been working hard behind the scenes, showing a no-nonsense attitude and a genuine commitment to her royal duties. Even though she hasn't grabbed as much attention as some of her flashier relatives, her efforts are clear. Now it looks like she might finally be taking a more prominent role than ever before. Before we get into the juicy details of this unexpected rumor, it's good to understand how the British monarchy is set up right now. After Queen Elizabeth II passed away in 2022, her son, King Charles III, finally took the throne after waiting for a long time. Camilla, his longtime partner, became Queen Camilla following the late Queen's wishes and with Parliament's nod. At first, this change seemed to happen without a hitch, showing the monarchy's tradition of steady leadership. While some people had their doubts, the royal family and the public mostly seemed to support King Charles and Queen Camilla. Princess Anne, often called one of the hardest-working royals, kept doing her job with dedication and grace. She may not always be in the spotlight, but she's remained committed to the crown. It seemed unlikely that her standing in the royal family would change, yet recent claims suggest that something unusual might be happening, possibly shifting Princess Anne's role in the monarchy. The thought of her becoming queen is definitely raising eyebrows out there. What's really going on behind the scenes? A lot of people are buzzing about this situation, but to really get why it's such a big deal, let's take a look at Princess Anne's journey in the royal family and how people have seen her change over time. Is this the start of something new for the monarchy? Let's dive into Anne's early life and schooling. Anne, Princess Royal, was born on August 15, 1950, at 11:50 a.m. in Clarence House while her grandfather, King George VI, was still on the throne. She is the second child and only daughter of Princess Elizabeth, who later became Queen Elizabeth II, and Philip, the Duke of Edinburgh. To celebrate her birth, they fired off a 21-gun salute in Hyde Park, and was christened at Buckingham Palace on October 21, 1950, by the Archbishop of York, Cyril Garbett. At birth, she was third in line for the throne, right after her mom and older brother Charles, who eventually became King Charles III. After her grandfather passed away in 1952, and her mom became queen, and moved up to second in line. Now she's placed 17th. When she was little, Anne and her brothers, Charles, Andrew, and Edward, were looked after by their governess, Catherine Peebles, who taught her at Buckingham Palace. Since she was so young, she didn't attend her mom's coronation in 1953. In May 1959, a Girl Guides group started at Buckingham Palace just for her, following in her mom and aunt's footsteps. This group, which included the Holy Trinity Brompton Brownie Pack, gave and a chance to hang out with girls her age until 1963, when she went off to boarding school. In 1963, and started at Benenden School, where she studied until 1968, finishing with 6 GCE O-levels and 2 A-levels at 18. In 1969, she began taking on her royal duties, kicking off a life dedicated to public service. In the early 70s, and had a brief fling with Andrew Parker Bowles, who would later marry Camilla Shand, Charles's future wife. She was also rumored to have dated Olympic equestrian Richard Meade around that time. Princess and is known as the hardest-working royal because she's always busy with her duties. Back in 2014, Kevin S. MacLeod, who was the Canadian secretary to the Queen, mentioned how dedicated she is, saying she believes in keeping herself busy and making a positive impact by meeting as many people as she can. In fact, in December 2017, it was reported that she had completed more official engagements that year than anyone else, even outdoing her mother, Queen Elizabeth II. Her dedication has taken her all over the world. She's visited places like Norway, Jamaica, Germany, Austria, New Zealand, and Australia. Princess and started her public service journey way back in 1969 at the opening of an education and training center in Shropshire, which was her first official gig after finishing school. She began representing the UK abroad, traveling with her parents to Austria that same year. She made her first trip to Australia in 1970, and over the years she has gone back multiple times for various official roles, like being the colonel-in-chief of an Australian regiment. One memorable visit was in 2009 when she attended a memorial service in Melbourne for the victims of the tragic Black Saturday bushfires. In 1990, she made history by being the first member of the British royal family to visit the Soviet Union, where she was warmly welcomed by President Gorbachev. She kept those diplomatic ties strong and returned to Russia in August 2016 to celebrate the 75th anniversary of Operation Dervish, a significant Arctic convoy mission from World War II. Of course, her royal schedule hasn't always been smooth sailing. In September 2016, a chest infection made her cancel several appearances, but she bounced back quickly and traveled to Sarawak, Malaysia, for a short study tour in October 2016. Then, in April 2022, she and her husband went on a trip to Australia and Papua New Guinea to celebrate the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. A standout moment came on September 12, 2022, when Princess Anne became the first woman to join the Vigil of the Princes at St. Giles Cathedral in Edinburgh, guarding her mother's coffin. She also repeated this honor at Westminster Hall on September 16. What might she do next? Princess Anne played a significant role when she signed Queen Elizabeth II's death certificate at Balmoral. This shows just how personally connected she is to important moments in history. Known for her amazing dedication to helping others, Princess Anne is involved with over 200 charities and organizations. Her heart shines through her long-term work with Save the Children, where she was president from 1970 to 2017 and continues to support as a patron. Princess Anne is highly regarded by the public, embodying grace with a strong, no-nonsense attitude. While she's known for her sharp wit, she balances it with kindness and impeccable manners. Beyond her royal duties, Anne has also established herself as a fashion icon, celebrated for her classic, eco-friendly choices long before sustainability became trendy. British Vogue editor Edward Ninful even recognized her as a true style icon. Anne's wardrobe reflects her practical style, often featuring British brands, tweed, and tailored suits. She's also unafraid to recycle outfits, famously re-wearing a floral dress at different royal weddings in 1981 and 2008. As the patron of the UK Fashion and Textile Association, and is known for her bold patterns and bright colors, showing off her unique sense of style and love for horses. Her 1970s and 80s wardrobe was defined by puffed sleeves, floral prints, cozy cardigans, and colorful stripes, which fit perfectly with the era's trends. Uniquely, Anne often wears a military uniform and is rarely seen without a brooch or one of her many eye-catching hats. Anne's fashion influence also extends to the British design scene. In 2020, she presented the Queen Elizabeth II Award for British Design at London Fashion Week, underscoring her impact on fashion. She's graced British Vogue's cover 3 times, first appearing at age 21 in September 1971, followed by May and November covers in 1973 when she got engaged to Mark Phillips. Recently, Vanity Fair featured her in its May 2020 edition, and Tatler named her one of the most glamorous royals in Europe for 2024. Despite her distance from the throne, and stands out as a hard-working, grounded royal. She performs over 500 royal engagements yearly, impressively shouldering her responsibilities without seeking fame. Many admire her dedication, and her popularity raises questions about why she wasn't considered for the throne, especially given some controversies surrounding her younger brothers, Prince Andrew and Prince Edward. When King Charles married Camilla Parker Bowles in 2005, the royal family was still navigating Princess Diana's legacy. Camilla, out of respect, was named Duchess of Cornwall rather than Princess of Wales. Over time, Camilla won favor in Britain by supporting Charles and involving herself in charity work. By the time Charles ascended the throne, Camilla held the title Queen Consort, but the role still sparks mixed opinions. She's often compared to Anne and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge, both of whom are beloved by the public. Some royal commentators even wonder whether Princess Anne could have taken the throne instead of her brother. While this is purely speculative, Anne's popularity and commitment have led to musings about her hypothetical reign. A shift in public opinion or significant royal decisions could theoretically impact her position, though she is far down the line of succession. Anne's steadfast dedication to duty resonates with those who valued Queen Elizabeth II's reign, and as questions about the monarchy's future arise, Anne's profile grows stronger. The question of Camilla's title also stirs discussion. If Charles were to step down, Camilla's status could shift, though this would be unusual. Royal dynamics remain complex, and Camilla's past with Diana has left lasting public memories. Some royal watchers suggest Anne embodies the values Queen Elizabeth II upheld, and Anne's reputation, particularly in times of scrutiny, could help stabilize the monarchy. Camilla's path from a polarizing figure to queen consort reflects her resilience. However, the idea of Princess Anne playing a larger role in the monarchy intrigues many. Her steadfast, service-oriented approach and modest nature appeal widely. Meanwhile, public opinions about Camilla remain nuanced due to her association with Princess Diana, even as she's earned some respect. If Anne were considered for a higher role, she could reinstate the values Queen Elizabeth II held dear, especially amid changing perceptions of the monarchy's relevance. Since her marriage to Charles, Camilla has navigated complex titles, initially using Duchess of Cornwall and, in Scotland, Duchess of Rothesay. Out of respect for Diana's memory, she chose not to adopt the title Princess of Wales. When Charles ascended the throne, Camilla officially took the title Queen Consort in 2022, a title Queen Elizabeth II supported before her passing. Following her coronation in May 2023, she was formally called Her Majesty the Queen, in line with tradition. Royal titles are hard to lose, so Camilla's title change would signify major shifts. Her reign as Queen Consort now faces challenges, though she's made a strong effort to support the monarchy. Yet, Anne's strong reputation among the British public and her long-standing service provide an intriguing alternative image within the royal family. Her bond with Queen Elizabeth II, dedication to service, and humble approach have earned an admiration. Some believe that if the monarchy needed stability, and could embody those ideals in challenging times. Camilla's role, however, remains sensitive due to her association with Diana. If Anne rose in prominence, her solid reputation could reinforce the monarchy's values. Anne's deep respect for Queen Elizabeth II's ideals, alongside her enduring work ethic, represents the monarchy's historical values of duty and loyalty. The public's mixed feelings toward Camilla and admiration for Anne fuel discussions about succession possibilities. Royal watchers question what could have been if Anne had been in line for the throne. The British public respects the monarchy but wonders about its relevance in a rapidly evolving world. If Anne's role were to grow, she could underscore the values her mother represented, potentially reassuring the public in a time of change. Finally, while Camilla's journey to Queen Consort was not without challenges, she remains dedicated to the monarchy. Her story, marked by public opinion and comparisons to Diana, continues to shape her legacy within the royal family. Royal commentators now speculate on future shifts in the monarchy's roles, with Anne's reputation providing a dependable presence.